I always wondered, you have the brand of being Captain Cool, right? तो जब आपको feedback देना होता था कोई क्रिकेटर को, तो आप कैसे feedback देते थे कि ये change करना है? Like, was there a particular approach जो सबसे effective रहा है?
Like in our environment, I always preferred one-on-one. If you see, Indians, we are emotional people. I know the whole world is turning and saying, we need to be much more professional. But our strength is that emotion, as simple as that. We are the only country that has maybe 10,000 patriotic songs. We have songs for our family, we have songs for wife, brother, sister, everything. So we run on emotion. So I always believe one-on-one works for a simple reason. Let's say if I'm addressing a team, let's say even in business, there are like 14, 15 people in a room. And if you point finger at someone, all of a sudden he feels bad about it. The thing is, he's not hearing or listening to what you are saying. He has just felt bad and he doesn't like it. So I always prefer talking one-on-one. One-on-one में ये होता है कि, let's say if I say a sentence to him in front of 15 people, he will feel bad. If I take him to a side and maybe add a few more grammar or adjectives to it, he will still be fine with it.
तो प्लेयर को कोने में लेके जाके ओ श्री वहाँ पे गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं है तेरी अलग से बोल देते
हैं. These things so you can say on television also, because basically what you mean is everything is happening here. Why are you looking on the other side? So as simple as that.
Do you remember any example of someone was having a tough time and you gave them some particular feedback that really helped them? कुछ याद है आपको कोई स्पेसिफिक?
ऐसा काफी बार होता है. वो थोड़ा हनुमान की तरह होता है. जब लंका जाना था समुंदर के ऊपर से, तो हनुमान जी always had that power in him, but he was not aware about it. So जब आपको pressure situation में जब आप आते हैं, तो कई बार आप अपनी strength जो होता है, आप वो भूल जाते हैं. You stop believing in yourself. So others, your teammates are believing in you, but the first person that loses faith is you yourself, on the talent that you have. So कई बार वापस बोलना पड़ता है कि this is your strength, these are the places that we can work. But as of now, keep working on the strength that you have, because your strength will get you out of the difficult situation. So usually a lot of times what we have felt is, even मतलब टाइम को हम लोग गेज करते हैं, कई बार आपको टेक्निकल चीज़ें सही करने का टाइम नहीं होता है. सो यू से कि लीव दैट असाइड. व्हाट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट राइट नाउ इज दिस मैन फॉर मी इन द टूर्नामेंट. So a lot of time you even give them false confidence, because it is important. A confident guy is much better than a talented guy who always keeps questioning himself.
That's very true. Yeah.
So again what it depicts is you have to make the most of what you have. So we have a 15-member squad or a 16-member squad. उसमें से ही player खेलेंगे, उससे ही हम जीत के आगे बढ़ेंगे. So what's the best way in which we can perform to 80 or 90% of the potential that we have?
You have of course helped many players in their journey, my boy, but as a leader, you have to be strong. You have to not show your emotions. You have to, no matter जो भी हो रहा है, आपको एक strong face दिखाना होता है. But how do you be vulnerable? कभी आपको किसी चीज की मदद की जरूरत है? Were you able to be emotional in front of the other players कि विराट मुझे ये तकलीफ हो रही है, या हार्दिक, I'm having trouble with this. Were you able to be vulnerable? Is that something that you ever did?
No. Irrespective of how strong you are, irrespective of whether you are a leader or not, there will be times when you will also feel the same kind of pressure. It's just that I'm not very good at expressing. I don't express much. I keep things to myself, so that's how I deal with it. The good thing with me is I try to be in the present. So once I'm inside, once I'm in the situation, I don't think too much about whether I'm in form or I'm out of form. For me, okay, what is needed? I bat at 5, 6 or 7. What does the team need from me as of now? So once I start thinking about the process that I need to follow when I'm there, I don't have enough time to think about whether I'm in form, I'm not in form. Did I score match runs in the last game? Whether this bowler got me out? So all these things become irrelevant. So again, you go back to the process, you have belief in yourself. क्योंकि क्रिकेट में फॉर्म एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो किसी ने देखा नहीं है. एक बंदा 3 मैच 4 मैच में 0 पे आउट हो जाता है, फिर वो 100 बना देता है. So it's an abstract. Form is an abstract. It comes in 10 minutes, it goes in 10 minutes. So we never know when that 10 minutes will come. So you have to be positive, you have to believe in the process, you have to be aware of the situation, and that's what gets you out of trouble.
This, my father once told me this. He said I asked him this once, saying, I wonder if Mahi Bhai feels vulnerable at some point. And he looked at me and he said, एक पापा पे क्या जूझ रही होती है वो सिर्फ पापा ही जानते हैं.
I would 100% agree, but again, as I said, when you have that extra role and responsibility of taking care of everyone that is around you, आप अपने जो भी दुख होता है या प्रॉब्लम होता है उसके बारे में थोड़ा कम सोचते हो. And in a team sport, often, yes, the individual brilliance is there, but we rely on the team effort. तो कई बार दूसरे के हेल्प के कारण, लेट्स से आई एम गोइंग थ्रू अ पैच जहाँ पे मैं बहुत अच्छे से स्ट्राइक नहीं कर रहा हूँ, बट रन रेट ज़्यादा है, तो कई बार होता है कि मेरा जो पार्टनर होगा, वेदर इट्स अ नंबर 4 बैट्समैन और 2-3 जो भी होगा, he gives me that few deliveries because he's scoring boundaries. Then we are converting those 1 runs into 2 runs or 2 runs into 3 runs. Those are the things that really help you. And same thing will happen to the other guy, and that time I need to take that responsibility. And that's what the team sport is all about. That's what needs to be done in a team environment. And often we think that team hai to sport hota hai. No, it is applicable in business. It is applicable in a family, because family mein bhi aap ek team ho jate ho. So you have to look at it in a way that you are very positive about it, and you have to make the most of everybody who's around you.
Sure.
Yeah, so most of my friends today who are in their 20s and 30s, they're very hungry for success. They want quick success. So as someone who has had such a fantastic career and has achieved so much in the eyes of the public, does it feel like there is more to achieve? Is that hunger still alive? Or if not, what is important to you today in life?
Right from the start, I was not into that people should remember me as a good cricketer. I always said, I want to be remembered as a good human being. And if you want to be a good human being, it's a process till you die. So cricket to me is a part of life. So once I started playing serious cricket, or once I started representing India, you'll play for India for 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, or 20 years. If you are, if you start at an early age, maybe 20 years and beyond, but the whole thing is it is still part of life. If I consider I live for, let's say, 60 years or 70 years, it's 1/3 of my life.
Right.
So you want your life to be productive. If I score run, I'm scoring runs for myself. But what is it I'm doing that I'm making it better for people who's around? So मैं ऐसा क्या कर रहा हूँ कि मेरे साथ का जो batsman है, his life in the crease becomes easy for him. So for me, every day is important. I try to be the best version of myself, and that's what keeps me going. And that is something that has kept me going for a very long time. And I don't think I'll change that perspective, because cricket will end, whether next year becomes my last year or the year after that. But again, it will be a part of my life, that will have a comma or a full stop. But the life continues.
मैं 5 और साल कम से कम.
1 year at a time.
1 year at a time. भाई एक थोड़ा सा पर्सनल सवाल पूछना चाहूँगा मैं, क्योंकि मेरे को पर्सनल एडवाइस चाहिए. तो आई एम सिंगल, ओके, एंड आई फील लाइक when the rest of your life is so chaotic, having a partner who brings some sort of stability, that is very appealing to me now. कि बाकी दुनिया भर इतना काम में इतना chaos चल रहा है, at least home life is sorted. Do you remember how your life changed when you found some stability in a relationship, in your personal life? Like, does it help? Does it help to have,
How many of you are married over here? I don't know. I asked this question and a lot of people laugh. It's a serious question. How many of you are married? So that's one. Second, how many of you have a girlfriend who's steady and you think you'll get married somewhere in the future?
ये कोई confess नहीं करेगा. इसमें भाई आपने how many of you have a girlfriend who will get married पूछ लिया, तो किसी को commit नहीं करना है अभी.
No, so the interesting thing is it's how you look at it, and I feel as a man, all the masala in our life comes from the wife. She keeps our life going. You may be the captain of the Indian cricket team or the ex-captain of the Indian cricket team. It hardly matters to them.
It's a grounding factor.
Yeah. You have a place in the house. And usually it's not your choice.
आपको भी भेजती है धनिया लाने.
That's what I said. You may be the captain, you may not be the captain. And the best thing is, they will be like, सब कुछ तो तुम्हारा चलता है. Whatever you say gets done. Everything you want, you get it done. But the whole thing is, it's what they want that you are doing, and they make you feel you are doing it. It's your decision. So if something goes wrong, which can, they're like, तुमने decide किया था. मैंने तो पहले ही बोला था. So they also help us in a big way because life is chaotic, as you yourself said. Now imagine there's a trainer in the house that is training you how to control that chaos by creating chaos inside the house.
Practice hai, practice.
No, but whatever said and done, we all joke about it. That's a common thing. But they're the pillar of strength in the family. Whether it's my wife or if I see my mom, they are the ones who run the family. So I came from a middle class background. So my father will give the salary. After that, he doesn't ask her, how you will run the family. She has a budget. And now she has to run for whatever 30 days or 31 days. So they're excellent at it. अब बच्चे हैं, बच्चे को chocolate खाना है, आना उसी पैसे से. So they'll quickly reassign everything. Okay, yeah, this can be done. So I feel, they are the ones that bring that comfort into our family. You always fall back to them. You can ask them anything. Often when I'm frustrated, I take my frustration out on her, which is not a good thing, and I have to eventually pay a heavy price. But that's how life is. So, if you find someone, that you're really happy with, please do get married. जो यहाँ पे बैचलर्स हैं, और जिनकी गर्लफ्रेंड है, उनका एक मिसकंसेप्शन होता है, जो कि मैं क्लियर करना चाहूँगा बाय एंडिंग दिस आंसर. ये मत सोचना मेरी वाली अलग है.